One of the most famous and top-paid American Hollywood actors is Dwayne Johnson, popularly known as The Rock. He was also featured in the wealth magazine Forbes as one of the highest-paid actors in 2017 and 2020. But how does he earn this much, and where does most of his millions go? Let's dive in deeper and learn how The Rock makes and spends his millions. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's net worth. As Forbes and an American wealth magazine stated, there are just 9 celebrities in all parts of this industry who earn more than what The Rock earned last year, in 2020. In contrast to other actors, Tyler Perry earned more than The Rock that year with over $97 million for Perry and $87.5 million for The Rock. His status as the world's second highest paid actor, however, was a step down from the Forbes' 2018 list when his earnings reached $124 million and he was 6th on the list. His TV and movie earnings. Forbes first featured The Rock way back in 2017, earning a net worth of a whopping $65 million. He made his name on the HBO series Ballers. It was even said that his social media presence contributed to one of the key reasons why he made so much money on his blockbuster films, where this can net him up to $25 million per role. But before this, The Rock had already earned much more from his previous films. Starting from the year 2002, he had earned a total of $5.5 million in his movie Scorpion King, and earned $9 million in his movies Baywatch and The Other Guys in years 2017 and 2010. His other movies throughout the years. Let us now run down the other movies that have helped him skyrocket his net worth. In the year 2003, his movie Rundown with co-stars Seann William Scott, Rosario Dawson, and Christopher Walken. Dwayne Johnson received a paycheck of a staggering $12.5 million. In the year 2004, his movie Walking Tall, he received a paycheck of $15 million. In the year 2011, in his movie Fast 5, he received a paycheck of $10 million. In the year 2013, in his movie Fast and Furious 6, he received a paycheck of $10 million. In 2014, in his movie Hercules, he received a paycheck of $20 million. In the year 2015, in his movie San Andreas, he received a paycheck of $25 million. In the year 2016, in his movie Central Intelligence, he received a paycheck of $14 million. In the year 2016, in the movie Mona, he received a paycheck for a total of $22 million. $21 million of which is his base pay, and the remaining $1 million from his social media support of the Disney movie. In the year 2017, in his movie The Fate and the Furious, he received a paycheck of $10 million plus back-end payments. And just recently, this year 2021, in his movie Red Notice, he received a paycheck of $23.5 million. He has earned enough in Hollywood, and his movie brings huge amounts of money home to the studios. Now, after learning how and where The Rock got all of his millions, let us now see how he finds his way and where he mostly spends his fortune. Investing in properties. Just like other celebrities out there, Dwayne Johnson needed a fancy place to stay and live in. In a place he once called home in Miami, the mansion located in South Florida cost him over $4.5 million, having been equipped with more than enough space. Having the backyard alone with over 2.5 acres, and while the whole property spans across 13,000 square feet, with over 5 bedrooms and a garage that is huge enough to fit 6 cars. I would say The Rock's money was well spent. Owning fancy cars. One of the benefits of earning hundreds of millions of dollars is to have it spent while having a blast. Another way where The Rock likes to get his heart pounding is by spending millions on owning some exotic cars to add up on his collection. His Pagani Huayra stands out from the rest of his car collection. He owned one of 100 that were made. It cost him over $1.3 million, and it is astonishingly fast, racing from 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds. Giving back to his fans. The Rock is one of the most genuine celebrities in Hollywood. He always tries his best to give back to the fans who helped make him who he is today. He even gave back extraordinarily and even became an ordained minister, which allows him to marry fans as a surprise. If there are times when he is not able to make an appointment with his fans, he always finds another way to make them smile. There was even this one time where he couldn't visit a fan, so what he did instead is that he arranged for them and their friends to watch his movie Rampage in a movie theater. One of the bonus things there was that The Rock paid for everyone's popcorn, sodas, and candies. Having to help other people. The Rock comes beyond having a generous soul, and with so much earnings and money coming his way, he loves to give back to others as much as he can. Being one of the busiest actors in the world, Dwayne The Rock Johnson still devotes plenty of his time to visiting those who are less fortunate than him. He also spends much of his money to help others and also even set up the Dwayne Johnson Rock Foundation to do exactly that. Through his foundation, The Rock helps the lives of many children while also trying to help them achieve their fitness goals. Giving out gifts for his uncle. He gave out an amazing car to his uncle. His uncle is a special person for him because being flat broke after getting cut from the Canadian Football League, and with only $7 in his wallet, back then he couldn't afford much. Then his uncle noticed his wrestling potential. His uncle then bought him wrestling gear to help him in the ring. Without his wrestling career, The Rock might never have been the star he is today, so he has a lot to thank his uncle for. Taking care of his dad. Something few people could accuse The Rock of is forgetting where he comes from, and the Hollywood actor makes sure he looks after his family. One time during Christmas, perhaps struggling to decide what to buy his father, The Rock bought his dad a meaningful and very touching gift. For his father, he wrapped up his brand new SUV as a thanks for everything the man who raised him had done for Johnson. One of the best ways The Rock can enjoy his millions is to share them with those he cares about the most. Having his own gym equipment. The looks, image, and shape The Rock has given us is something that could make us think that we really have to spend more serious time in the gym. And that is what this Hollywood star does almost every day. Not content with sharing his workout space with the public, The Rock then built himself his very own gym in his backyard. He even has a name for it. He calls it Iron Paradise, and it is filled to the brim with the latest exercise equipment, helping him get into the best shape of his life. With Iron Paradise being so close, the Hollywood star can just roll out of bed and head straight to the gym. Producings. After great success in his films, The Rock wanted to have a go and venture at making his own productions. $7 production company was co-founded by the very own Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his ex-wife, Danny Garcia. The company is responsible for the hugely successful action movie Baywatch and sports drama Ballers, both starring The Rock. $7's latest project was Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, a remake of the 90s adventure classic. The name $7 comes from the amount of money The Rock had in his wallet when he was cut from the Canadian Football League. In the hotels. The Rock spends his time traveling around the world, promoting and starring in many films. This just means that he has to spend a lot of his time holed up in hotel rooms, rather than staying at home with his family. The Rock costs thousands of dollars each year staying in some of the most luxurious hotels around the world, often converting his rooms into makeshift offices. He would rather probably stay at home, but his success means that The Rock has to travel the world and be forced to live in luxury while on the road. And that wraps up our video for today. Among all these things, what do you think is the most expensive thing Dwayne The Rock Johnson spends his fortune on? Is it really worth spending millions on those things? Let us know in the comments section down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. See you in the next one.